Welcome. We are here with Mark Harmon. Okay, tell us about the Ghosts of Panama and why the story was particularly important for you to tell.
When I left the show, a literary department came and said, "Would you write a book?" And I said, "About what?" And they said, "The show." And I said, "No." But then I talked about, when I first came to the show, what sold me on doing the show was that each episode was supposed to be based on a real case. Mm-hmm. And then what happens is you have other cast members that play forensics people and stuff, and so you need a body. Mm-hmm. So pretty soon it becomes Body of a Week, because that's what it has to become to service everything. And it's been crazy successful, which is great. But I was interested in telling real stories about the real agency and how they started. And Leon Carroll has been a friend of mine. He's a technical advisor on the show for 20 years. But also, in my way, it's paying him back. Because him as a technical advisor on that show wasn't exactly what he defined and thought it was going to be either.
Right, of course.
So the first book was successful, and now there's a second book, and if that's successful, there'll be a third. There's a lot of stories.
It is interesting when you do a television series like that, you must walk away. You know, even doing a show like ours, we learn so much. There's so much information that we learn from our guests about projects they worked on. You must have learned so much about the agency as part of your research.
I did.
Are there any particular stories that you took away as important?
Well, I just respect their work, you know, and these are quiet professionals that were never asked what they do, and if they were asked, they didn't talk about it. You may live next door to one and you wouldn't know what they do.
Oh, I would know it. I would get in there and figure it out.
Then they'd probably shoot you.
Any chance they're going to take this novel and to the big screen?
I've been asked that a lot. With the success of the first one, I don't know. I mean, right now, I'm enjoying the writing of it, and that's a weird thing to even say, because I don't really enjoy it. I enjoy telling the story. I enjoy learning and learning about things that I didn't know before. I enjoy, on this book, it's been interesting, because the people that I've talked to about this book, they're alive. The first book was all research.
Correct.
Right.
So that's been interesting, too, and new. And as successful as the first one, then we'll do a third and maybe a fourth and maybe a fifth. There's a lot of stories to tell.
Yeah, well, we're so grateful that you told it here on our show. Thanks for joining us.
Ghosts of Panama, available right now everywhere. I'm sorry, everywhere books are sold on November 19th.
November 19th.
November 19th.